My name is Rachel Miller, and I am 39 years old. For years, I believed that family meant protection. I believed your own people would stand beside you when the world turned against you. But I learned something painful. Sometimes the person standing closest to you is the one holding the knife. 2 years ago, a little girl walked into my home carrying a pink backpack and a broken teddy bear. Her name was Lily. She was 7 years old. She didn't ask for toys. She didn't ask for a bigger room. The first thing she asked me was, "How long can I stay here before I have to leave?" That question changed my life forever. Because a child should ask about school. She should ask about cartoons. She should ask about birthday parties. Not how long she has before someone sends her away. I was a social worker in Pennsylvania for almost 14 years. I had spent my career helping children who had been forgotten. But after my divorce, my own house became painfully quiet. My husband and I had tried for years to have children. When our marriage ended, he told me, maybe we were never meant to be parents. But deep down, I knew that wasn't true. I didn't need a child who shared my blood. I needed a child who needed my love. That's when I started fostering. And that's when Lily came into my life. The agency worker warned me before she arrived. "Rachel, Lily has been through a lot." "What happened?" "Her mother passed away. Her father disappeared. She has moved between relatives and foster homes." I looked at her file. 7 years old. 3 homes. 4 different schools. Too many goodbyes. Then the worker said something that stayed with me. "She doesn't misbehave. She just doesn't believe adults stay." When Lily arrived, she stood at my front door holding her backpack tightly. She looked around my house. Not excited. Not curious. Scared. "This is your room," I told her. She looked at the bed. "Do I have to keep my things packed?" My heart broke. "No, Lily, this is your room." She looked at me carefully. "Forever?" I smiled. "Forever." But she didn't believe me. Not yet. The first few months were about small victories. The first time she left her shoes by the door. The first time she laughed loudly. The first time she called me Mom by accident and then covered her mouth. "I'm sorry," she whispered. I smiled. "You don't have to apologize for loving someone." Slowly, she started becoming a child again. She painted pictures. She danced in the kitchen. She started sleeping without her backpack beside her bed. And I thought we were finally safe. I was wrong. Because my sister Amanda came back into our lives. Amanda was 2 years older than me. Everyone loved her. She was charming, successful, the perfect daughter. But she always believed she deserved the best of everything. When she first met Lily, she hugged her and said, "Oh my goodness, she's adorable." For a moment, I felt relieved. I thought Lily finally had another person who loved her. But then Amanda asked, "Are you really planning to adopt her?" I looked at her. "Yes." She smiled. "Rachel, are you sure? Why wouldn't I be?" She looked toward Lily. "Some kids come with problems you don't see at first." Those words bothered me, because I knew what she was really saying. She didn't see Lily as a child. She saw her as a risk. A few weeks later, Amanda started visiting more often, but only when Lily was around. She bought her gifts. She took pictures with her. She told everyone how much she loved her. At first, I thought she was changing, until one night I overheard her talking to our mother. "You don't understand. Rachel is making a mistake." My heart stopped. "What do you mean?" my mother asked. Amanda lowered her voice. "That girl will ruin Rachel's life." I stepped into the room. "Are you talking about Lily?" They both went silent. Amanda smiled. "Rachel, we're just worried about you." I looked at her. "No, you're worried about losing control." She didn't answer, but I saw it in her eyes. This wasn't concern. This was a plan. 3 months before my adoption hearing, things changed. Lily came home from school quiet. "What's wrong?" I asked. "Nothing." But I knew something was wrong. Later that night, I found her sitting on the floor beside her bed. She was holding her old teddy bear. "Lily?" She looked up. "Do you think people can change their minds about loving you?" My heart sank. "Who told you that?" She looked away. No one. But children don't ask questions like that without a reason. The next morning, my caseworker called me. Rachel, we need to talk. Her voice was serious. Someone reported concerns about Lily's behavior. I froze. What concerns? They said she is unstable, that she may hurt other children. I couldn't believe it. Lily? The same child who cried when she accidentally stepped on a bug? The same child who shared her dessert with everyone? Someone was trying to destroy her. And then I found out who. The report was anonymous. But one sentence gave it away. It used the exact words Amanda had said weeks earlier. Some children bring problems you don't see at first. That night, I checked Lily's room, and I saw something that broke my heart. Her backpack was packed again. Just like the first day, she was preparing to leave. I sat beside her. Lily, why is your bag packed? She started crying. I heard Aunt Amanda say the judge might send me away. I held her hand. Nobody is sending you away. She looked at me with tears in her eyes. But everyone always does. And that was the moment I knew. This was never just about an adoption. Someone was trying to make a little girl believe she didn't belong. But what Amanda didn't know was that Lily had saved something she thought nobody would ever find. And that evidence would change everything in court. The next morning, I did something I had never done before. I stopped trying to protect my family's image. I called my caseworker and told her everything. The comments, the pressure, the anonymous report, and the way Lily suddenly started packing her bag again. My caseworker, Maria, listened carefully. Then she said something I will never forget. Rachel, sometimes the hardest people to protect children from are not strangers. Sometimes they are the people who believe they are doing the right thing. Those words stayed with me, because I knew exactly who she meant. The investigation started immediately. My house was inspected. Lily was interviewed. And for the first time in months, I saw fear return to her eyes. A woman from the agency sat beside her with a notebook. Lily, do you feel safe here? Lily looked at me. Then she looked down. Yes. Does Rachel ever hurt you? No. Does anyone in this house scare you? Lily thought for a moment. Then she quietly said, only when I think someone is going to take me away. The woman looked at me, and I had to leave the room because I couldn't stop crying. A week later, something unexpected happened. Lily came downstairs holding her old tablet, the one she used for school. Mom? I looked up. What happened? She sat beside me. I need to tell you something. She opened the tablet. There was a folder hidden inside. The name of the folder was Proof. My heart started beating faster. Lily, what's this? She looked nervous. I saved things because nobody believed me before. Inside were screenshots, messages, voice recordings, dates, everything. For months, Lily had been secretly saving conversations between her and Amanda. At first, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Amanda had been texting her. Not me, Lily. Messages like, Rachel loves you now, but someday she will realize you are too much. You should tell the judge you want another family. Your problems are too big for Rachel. My hands started shaking. This wasn't concern. This was manipulation. I looked at Lily. Why didn't you tell me? Her eyes filled with tears. Because every time I told someone before, I was the one who got moved. That sentence destroyed me, because Lily wasn't quiet because she was weak. She was quiet because adults had taught her that telling the truth came with a price. We gave everything to Maria. The screenshots, the recordings, the messages. Everything went into the official file. And 2 weeks later, the adoption hearing finally arrived. The courtroom was small, but that morning it felt like the whole world was watching. Lily sat beside me wearing a blue dress. She kept holding my hand. Across the room sat Amanda, confident, calm, like she had already won. She leaned over and whispered, "This is for Lily's own good." I looked at her. "No," I said quietly. This was never about Lily. The judge entered. Everyone stood. Then she opened the file. She looked through the documents. The room became silent. Finally, she looked at Amanda. "Ms. Carter, can you explain these messages?" Amanda's face changed. "What messages?" The judge lifted the papers. "The messages you sent to this child." Amanda immediately looked at me. Rachel, this is a misunderstanding. But the judge stopped her. Ma'am, a child was repeatedly encouraged to reject a safe home and abandon an adoption process. Amanda became nervous. I was trying to protect her. The judge looked down at the papers. Protection does not require telling a child she is unwanted. Nobody spoke. Then the judge turned to Lily. Lily, I understand you have something you want to say. Lily stood up slowly. Her hands were shaking. But she stood, just like she had been preparing for this moment her whole life. She looked at the judge. For a long time, I thought there was something wrong with me. Her voice cracked. I thought people left because I wasn't good enough. She looked at me. But Rachel never made me feel like that. She took a deep breath. She didn't save me because she felt sorry for me. She saved me because she loved me. The courtroom was completely silent. Then Lily said the words I had waited months to hear. I want Rachel to be my mom. The judge removed her glasses. Lily, are you sure? Lily nodded. For the first time in my life, I'm sure where I belong. I cried. Not because I was afraid anymore, because I knew she finally believed it too. The judge approved the adoption. Lily officially became my daughter. But before we left, the judge said something directly to Amanda. Family is not proven by blood. It is proven by who stays when things become difficult. Amanda looked away, because she knew she had lost. Outside the courthouse, Lily held her adoption papers tightly. She looked at me and smiled. Can we go home now? I smiled. Yes. She looked surprised. That's it? I laughed. That's it. Because home was never a place. It was the person who refused to leave. A few months later, something beautiful happened. I walked into Lily's room, and I noticed something. Her backpack was gone. The same backpack she carried everywhere. The same backpack she kept packed for years. I searched the room. Then I found it. It was sitting on the top shelf, empty. I asked her why she didn't keep it near the door anymore. She smiled. Because I'm not leaving. Those 3 words meant more than anything. Today, Lily is 10 years old. She loves drawing, science, and annoying me by waking up too early on weekends. She still gets scared sometimes. She still checks if doors are locked. But now she checks them from inside her own home. Her forever home. And Amanda? We haven't spoken much. Some wounds heal slowly. Some doors stay closed. But I no longer feel guilty for choosing my daughter. Because I finally learned something. Family is not the people who share your last name. Family is the person who chooses you, protects you, and stays. If you have ever had to fight for someone you love, remember this. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is simply refuse to give up. Because one person believing in a child can change their entire life. This was Lily's story.